Final preparations are over. The elite of Canadian amateur boxing are gathered for the national championships in Hull. Time now for the final check from the doctors. And as always, a few tense moments during the weigh-in. The draw has been made. The matchups are set. The road to a title in Hull won't be easy. Defending national champions are here in numbers. And the boxing axiom applies. Challengers don't win championships. Champions lose them. Arena has been a busy spot over the past 4 days. We've had 64 boxers from across the country competing in 12 weight classifications looking for senior Canadian titles. And this is what it's all about, competing for the gold medal and the title that goes with it. Hi, everyone. I'm Steve Armitage, and working with me, longtime fight analyst, Russ Amber, and the coach. Russ, we've got 8 fighters here who are defending their titles. Does that mean that it's more or less predictable, or can we expect a few upsets?
Nothing is predictable in boxing, Steve. One punch can turn everything around. One of the 8 has already been eliminated. That's Pat Jordan. 7 in the finals now. One punch can change everything. I don't think anything predictable tonight.
Now, if you had to put your finger on one fight and say, this is the one we're going to spotlight, what would it be?
Manny Sobral from Vancouver, British Columbia against Stéphane Ouellet from Jonquière, Quebec. That's the super fight of this weekend.
I'm looking for some great action here in Hull, and we've got the first bout coming up right after this. And that bout, the 81-kilogram championship, will feature defending champion Dale Brown from Alberta against local favorite Carlos Marquez. Rules of the amateur fight game. Each bout a maximum 3 rounds, and the 5 judges work on the 20-point must system. The winner of the round must be awarded 20 points. Reasons for stopping a fight include 3 8 counts in a given round, or a total of 4 in a fight, and the throwing in of the towel. And our first bout today, national team member Dale Brown out of the Bow Waters Club in Calgary, taking on Carlos Marquez of Montreal. Round 1 of the 81-kilogram class between Dale Brown and Carlos Marquez. Marquez wearing the white. And there was a problem, Russ, with a swelling over the left eye of Marquez. They wondered if he'd be able to compete in this fight.
Well, he's had 2 tough fights back-to-back coming into this final bout. He got a little shiner in his first bout, and yesterday he got a little swelling over the eye. Luckily, though, it didn't get any worse during the night, so I guess it wasn't all that serious. All he's got is some discoloration under the eye, no severe swelling. I don't think it'll be a factor in this fight. What's going to be a factor is that Dale Brown has a lot of experience and a lot of good tools against a relatively inexperienced Carlos Marquez.
Dale Brown in the red, only 18 years of age, but he's a national team member. 160 bouts to his credit. Won a silver medal at the Commonwealth Games in Auckland, whereas Marquez from Montreal has only had 26 bouts. So it really is the experience of Brown against the inexperience of Marquez.
Absolutely. But the one thing that Marquez carries is that puncher's chance. He's got a good right hand, straight right hand. And, you know, if Brown gets careless or whatever, you never know what could happen when a bomb lands on your chin. But by all respects, I have a feeling that Dale Brown just has a little too much for Carlos Marquez. Stop! He won't be short on heart or gameness, you know, there's no doubt about that. And he's not just going to look for a place to lie down in the ring. He's going to give it his best. But I just think that Brown is just too polished.
That was a right hand there for Marquez. Great right hand. That shook Brown up. That may have woken him up, too.
It might have, yeah.
Don't wait on it. Don't wait on it.
Brown trying his right hand over the jab. There's the inexperience showing of Marquez. There's the right hand. Ooh! 1, 2. Brown gets the 8 count. Oh!
That's a surprise, but you said that Marquez had a chance because of that one.
That's right. You can't take anybody lightly. You can't take anybody lightly. This would be the biggest upset of the tournament if Carlos Marquez was to win this tonight.
The 23-year-old inexperienced fighter against the 18-year-old with a wealth of ring experience. And Marquez has landed the biggest punch in round 1.
Ooh, the right hand again cuts the chin of Brown. Marquez is fighting an extremely smart fight. He's keeping those hands back. Good round for Carlos Marquez.
Excellent round for Marquez against Dale Brown.
Let's take a, they both exchanged right hands here. It looked like it was Marquez who got shook, but the 8 count went to Brown. Let's see if we can get a good look at it here. Boom. Oh, it looked like it was Marquez who got nailed with the right hand.
We're seconds away from the start of the second round in the 81-kilogram class between Dale Brown of Calgary, Alberta in the red and Carlos Marquez of Montreal in the blue with the white trunks. And it really is the experience of a Dale Brown. He's only 18 years of age, but he has 160 bouts to his credit against Marquez, who's 23 years of age, but only has 26 appearances in the ring.
Brown looks like that first round might have woke him up. He looked like he was showing a little disrespect for Marquez, and he came out. Ooh, lands a right hand there. Looks like he might be a little more on his game now.
Brown with some international experience. He won the silver medal in Auckland, New Zealand. If there's a knock against Dale Brown, it might be that he fights a little bit too upright.
Well, that was basically something that he did. He was doing it last year at the Nationals. Nobody was able to make him pay for it. He went all the way to the finals in the Commonwealth Games, and no one made him pay for it. But in the finals, he did get nailed with right hands with that head sticking high in the air, and he's told me that he has been working on it. Oh, another right hand.
Huge good right hand to Marquez, and another standing 8 count against Dale Brown.
Marquez could end up shocking the world here.
What an upset this would be simply because of the experience factor, not the age factor. Good left hand there by Brown.
Marquez takes a hell of a shot because Brown can punch.
Look at Marquez. This has turned out to be a far more interesting bout than we thought it would be.
On paper, it shouldn't have even been a close fight, and it's turned into one of the most competitive bouts of the tournament.
Brown in the red against Marquez in the white. Good right hand there for Brown. And referee Harrison Reese is warning the corner.
That's Len Johnson, I believe. Marquez got some chin because Brown's hit him clean. There's that right hand again. Look at that. He's landed 2 clean shots. Marquez didn't even phase with those 2 shots.
He is one tough fighter.
They breed him tough in Canadian land, don't they?
Do they ever? He's taken some punches and also dished out some punches against Dale Brown.
Brown's trying to back him up, and he can't back him up. There's a right hand again.
This is with a right and a left combination.
See, but now what Marquez is doing, when he was landing the right hands earlier, he was setting it up with the jab. Now he's trying to land the right hand lead. That's going to be a little harder to land.
And there goes the bell to end the second round. Brown against Marquez. About to get underway. Brown in tougher than expected. Russ, how about a highlight from the opening round?
Let's take a look at it here, Steve. Marquez with that numbing right-hand power. Ooh. Catches Brown going away with the right hand. Another right hand, snaps the head back. Johnson moves in for the 8 count.
The final instructions from the seconds. The whistle goes, the seconds leave the ring, and the third and final round in this 81-kilogram class gets underway between Dale Brown in the red and Carlos Marquez with the white trunks and the blue top. And what a dandy fight this has been for the first 2 rounds.
What a difference from the way the fight started. Brown being the aggressor early in the fight, now taking the role of boxer, and it's Marquez who's coming forward.
Good exchange there. That's the right combination from Marquez. Had Brown up against the ropes.
Marquez knows he can land, and he can land the shots, and he's throwing them. Oh, there's the right hand again.
But Brown is coming back. He's showing that ring experience of 160 bouts.
Moving away from the right hand of Marquez.
Good left.
Oh, good right hand by Brown. Left hook comes back. 1, 8 count. 2, 3, 4, 5. The crowd doesn't like that, Steve.
I think it was a wise decision. Good right hand by Marquez.
And the left hook
That's 38. These two are really entertaining. And on paper, this was a nothing fight simply because Marquez only has 26 bouts to his credit. A real inexperienced fighter.
This shows you what confidence can do, how important that mind is. And, you know, he's come into the finals where nobody expected him to be, and he goes out there, gives Dale Brown an 8 count in the first round. Confidence went soaring.
Brown knows he's in a real fight. He's the defending champion in this weight class. And he's got his work cut out for him. We're in the at the 3rd round. And Marquez has fought the fight of his life. He wants his title badly.
To tell you the truth, Steve, the 2 previous fights he's had in this tournament have also been the fights of his life. This is the best he's ever performed. Oh, uppercut knocks Brown's head back.
The fans here in the arena hall are really getting into this one.
It's too bad it's only 3 rounds.
I could stand to see another 50. I don't think they could go another 2 or 3 rounds, but I know I could watch them.
See the way Brown ties him up on the inside, prevents Marquez from doing any work. That's the experience.
I think he should have done that a long time ago. Marquez looks like he's tired.
He's got that sleepy-eyed look about him, though, all the time. Oh! You know, we've seen that a few times this weekend, fighters hitting on the break. Oh, right hand by Brown.
It was a right uppercut on the break, and it could have done some damage. Warning for the referee.
You know, that's just ruining it for the fans here. These guys are putting out. They're not asking for any quarter. They're not giving. Let the 2 guys decide who the champ is. Right hand again over the jab by Marquez.
This is
the uppercut scores for the round. There could be an upset here.
And the bell goes to end what has to be a surprise fight in the 80-kilogram class between Dale Brown and Carlos Marquez.
Let's take a look at the 8 count that Marquez took in this round. Both exchanging punches. Right hand here. Left hook. Right hand partially blocked. No damage done. And Johnson moves in for the 8 count. I can't agree with you, Steve. I don't think it was merited.
Le gagnant in the red corner, dans le point rouge, Dale Brown.
Alberta retains his title in the 81-kilogram class with a 5-0 forced decision. And Russ Amber, I've got to disagree with that. I don't think Marquez should have won it, but it should have been 3-2 at that 4-1.
Well, Steve, I don't think that's indicative, really. That doesn't really mean anything. It could have been a close fight. It's just that the 5 judges saw it that way. Let's not forget that Brown is the defending champion, and to take the champion's title, you really got to take it. Marquez landed the harder bombs, but Brown scored with the points, and I think that's what got him the win.
Russ, just before we meet the champion, the 48-kilogram final involved national team member Dominique Verlaine against a very determined Barry Christie of Hamilton. Verlaine, the taller of the two, had all he could handle from the 22-year-old challenger. In the end, Verlaine was worse for wear, but retained his title with a 5-0 judge's decision. Dale Brown, congratulations on the win. You were in a fight, sir.
I was, very much so. He was in very good shape. Good boxer.
Did you anticipate that tough battle from him?
Oh, very much so. The first 2 fights he had a real tough battle. I thought maybe he might have been fatigued more because of the 2 previous fights, but I thought I took a lot of punches. I got 2 8 counts. I didn't think I deserved. I got caught, but it didn't stun me at all.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
If Dale Brown thought he was in tough following this break, Tony Duffy faces the first of the battling Johnsons. Greg defends his title in the 67-kilogram class.